Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good weekend, and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. So, unless Takamura can pull off a miracle at the Arasaka parade, and somehow manage to not only speak to Hanako Arasaka without getting killed, but also convince her to listen to what it is that we have to say, my one remaining option is Anders Hellman, the Arasaka engineer who actually developed the Relic chip itself. Well, I say the Arasaka engineer, he developed it when he was working for Arasaka, but he's since defected to the rival Chinese Kang Tao corporation, or he's in the process of doing so. My one chance is to down the AV transporting him when it's over the Jackson Plains area of the Badlands before it actually gets inside Night City's air defense umbrella. To that end, I have enlisted the aid of Panam Palmer, an outcast from the nomad Aldecaldo clan. She has a bit of a temper, but that's okay, because she also has the best ass on the planet.
Can I help?
No, you can't. I'll be done soon. The Raffins left are crooked as a bag of snakes. Are you ready to go?
Born that way. Come up with anything? For Hellman, I mean.
As a matter of fact, I did. Look here.
Okay, tell me.
We're the wrench. The cutter is the AV. And the screwdriver is where the AV should bury its nose cone in the dust. Now, you must be wondering how we get the AV to do that.
That old HMG of yours.
My gun will be useful elsewhere. This caliber would barely dent the armor of a heavy hitter like that. There are other ways. Here. The clamp's our solution. A Satwave power station.
Satwave power station?
Yes. We need to break into it.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. But then what?
And then we strike. We hit the AV with an EMP.
Of course we do.
As soon as the AV is in range, we cause an electromagnetic pulse. The onboard electronics should fail outright.
Meaning what? Engines will shut down?
Everything will shut down. Engines included. Drive, navigation, communication systems.
Aren't you, counting chickens? We can't actually know the AV will fly over the station.
Of course we can, but we don't have to. You'll see. It's bound to be quite a ride, but not one you'll regret. I've got everything planned out.
All right, let's ride.
Great. Hop in. It's cold out here.
Who owns this power station? Gov or Corp?
Is there any difference? Who do you think pulls the government's strings?
Hey, I'm just wondering whose toes we're about to step all over.
V, look around. It is simple. Everything you see is owned by a corporation.
You like to mess with the corpse, huh?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Or wait, scratch that. Rogue, Nash, the Raffins.
You're on thin ice, V.
You just like to mess with everyone.
Well, then I suppose it's a good thing I'm on your side, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And now for something completely different. Weirdest thing you've ever transported. Go.
What? Are we playing 20 questions?
Come on, answer.
The Deputy Finance Director of Kaukaz.
That's chauffeuring, not smuggling.
He rode in the trunk. Flatlined.
Really? Dead?
A long story. Maybe someday I'll tell you. We've almost reached the dam. We'll make a quick stop here. We need to calibrate you with the turret. I want you to be able to use the gun, too. It should up our chances in general. Connect here.
How should I connect? Personal link?
How else? Just watch the jack. Sometimes you have to jig a little bit.
Wired in.
Wait a moment. Diagnostics first. Shit, it keeps giving me an error. Odd. Let me work around it.
And now, Pan Am, here's Johnny. Out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Great work, V.
Hey, I think your implant has a virus. The one in the nape of your neck.
It's not a virus, just a little malware. You get used to it eventually.
Screw you.
Will it affect the calibration?
We shall see. Okay. Here goes nothing. See that pile of junk? Fire a short burst into it. I'll take care of the calibration. Good. Next target. Single shot.
What next? Oh, there.
Okay.
Right.
Just one more. Longer round.
Whoa. Oh, there. Okay.
Great. We're done, I think. And that wasn't so bad, was it?
Uh-huh. Just wondering how it'll work with moving targets.
The gun is calibrated. You'll have system support. Just be careful with the recoil. It sometimes knocks things out of balance.
So where's this power station?
You will see in a moment. I know a spot. We'll have a decent view from there. I just want to be sure the area is clear.
Sabotage a Corpo power station. Jump a Corpo transport. Kidnap a Corpo suit.
Is this a plug for the word corpo, or do you have a point?
Know what? You're starting to remind me of me. 50 years back. Minus the charisma. An impressive cock. Maybe we can just get along.
Yeah, he really went there.
Let me remind you, I want Hellman from me, not to stick it to Arasaka. This is life or death. My life or death.
Let me remind you that socking their fucked up tech is what got you here. Who gives a shit about motives? Ends justify the means, and right now your end is to survive.
You know, Johnny keeps making good points like that, and he's really not making it easy to hate him.
All looks clear. The area looks deserted. I see no patrols. The huge thing is the collection unit. And see the antennas? Each antenna collects microwave energy from satellites in orbit. That's then converted into electric power.
Huh. Antennas run all the way down the interstate.
Mm-hmm. And they're linked, which is to your advantage. We just need to mess with the collection unit. A chain reaction will follow. Each one of the antennas will emit an EMP burst. The AV will be like a fly headed for a spider's web. We just have to fire off the pulse at the right moment.
Let's go get her.
Once we reach the station, I'll set up a bypass for the detonator. You just overload the systems.
Overload the system? Yes, ma'am. When do I start? Though, hoping that's not too complicated. Is it?
It shouldn't be. You just turn everything up as far as it'll go.
Crank it up to 11. Got it. So what now?
We wait. We should time our arrival to the AV flight plan.
Got it.
Good. Time to roll.
Done anything like this before?
Downing an AV? By myself? No. Why do you ask?
Power station, EMP, the systems, networks. Came up with a really solid plan.
Thank you. How you approach things, that's the trick. Mine is the AAA.
Wait, what now?
Assessment, assembly, action. Whatever your task, you do 3 things. Start by assessing what you already have and what you'll face. The problem. Then you plan with those variables in mind. Take what you have, get what you need, assemble things, people. Finally, you take action. Simple.
Got one word for you. T-shirts.
AAA. It's all you need to lead the good life. That and the occasional cold beer.
What if, something goes ass up?
Well, then your ass had better improvise. Did you really think I'd just give you a foolproof secret to success?
Gotta say, almost had me believe in just that.
You're too much sometimes, V.
We had something similar in the Navy. The 7 Ps. Prior preparation and planning prevents piss-poor performance. Same deal, just, you know, hers is easier to remember. Mine makes you sound more intelligent. It's probably why the 7 Ps are more popular with military types, because, well, trust me, we usually need all the help that we can get in trying to appear more intelligent than we actually are.
Okay, we'll be there in a moment. One last time. We drive in, fuck up the system, and get the hell out of there. Hold on tight. This could get a little bumpy. Get ready.
Okay, I'm ready. I'll deal with them.
Deal quick before they hit us! Good enough.
Is that all of them?
Mm-hmm. Provided we hurry. Find the controls. I'll connect the detonator. Quick, V.
By the way, Panam, is it too late to mention that I've never actually fucked around with an orbital satellite microwave power transmitter before?
Ah, shit! Shit! Think we might have overdone it, Panam.
You'll survive.
Yeah, I might not. And I'm wondering how Johnny's taken all of this.
You see that? All lit up and blinking like a Christmas
Girl, you
tree.
wanted 11. You got 11.
Fuck yeah! Let's get out of here before it lights us up too.
V, get the fuck out before something happens to the chip.
Thanks for the tip. You know, I was just about to set up a picnic. Maybe lay out. Work on my base stand.
Watch out. The next one might...
Johnny? Johnny?
Fucking hell. Okay, I'm fine. It's okay, just... It's okay, I'm fine, yeah. Just... Delta the fuck out.
Not the cleanest job, perhaps, but it still went well.
What about the detonator? Is it working?
Yes, it's working. And I don't even see a drop in the signal strength. We just need to drive far away enough to keep the pulse from blasting us, too. The cliff there. We'll set up. It should give us a good view of the antennas. And then we wait.
Okay.
Here.
Always wanted to push the big red button on something like this. How do we know when?
Don't worry. I'll have eyes on it. You just wait for my signal. Then set off that pulse. They won't know what hit them. And by the way...
What?
We are about to knock a multi-million euro Kang Tao asset clean out of the sky. How does that make you feel?
Blasting shit. Exactly what the doc ordered.
And that's exactly what I like to hear.
Just noticed.
What?
It's quiet. The hum of the city, people's voices, the smells. It's all gone. Wind just intensifies it. Think I forgot quiet exists.
Mm-hmm. Though maybe not the smells. I mean, the coyotes. Rather hard to miss.
Thought that was just the air freshener in your Thornton.
Ha ha. Screw you. You'd do better to focus on the AV. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, about that. What AV? I started to feel like I was playing War Thunder and somebody was saying, shoot the tank. Which one? I don't see any tanks. Over there.
It's
Where?
there, coming from Pacifica. All right, get ready. One more second.
Yeah, right,
One more.
Pacifica.
Now.
Fuck it.
Boom. There she is.
Shit. What's happening?
Great. Just great.
Oh, fantastic.
Fucking hell.
Wait. Oh, there we go.
Bullseye.
So where is this AV? Oh, wait, I see it. There it is.
Pan Am, the engines are still running. Fuck, they're getting away.
They're going nowhere.
We gotta go after it.
Give me a moment.
For those
Pan Am,
of you
what
who
are you
might have
doing?
been wondering what exactly Pan Am had in the box in the last episode, she had that. The only reason we didn't use this first is that it would never have worked if the AV's countermeasure
That's how you
systems
do
were
it.
still up and running.
It's losing altitude.
We got the bastard.
Let's go.
We got it.
No way it stays in the air after a blast like
We
that.
either land or crash.
You catch that? Over. AV, unmarked. Losing out.
Mitch,
There?
Scorpion. What the hell are they
Finishing
doing?
up at the generators. Follow them. On my way in a bit. Battery
Mitch,
should sort
Scorpion,
itself out.
it's Pan Am. Don't go near that AV. I repeat, do not approach the AV.
On the way, or I'll start the party without you.
It's Kang Tao. Wait for me, or better get the hell out. They probably want to help the survivors, without knowing it's corporate. They can't hear me. The pulse is interfering. Shit. I have 3 on radar.
Drones?
Yes, you're ready. They're trying to slow us down. We won't let them. We have to reach with the Scorpion. Shit! Probably jam scan. I'll fix it. Hold on tight. Going on autopilot. Seized up. Son of a
They're
bitch.
on our tail. Pan Am.
I know!
Pan Am, another problem.
Fucking latches!
I can't aim for shit.
Just a second! It's nothing. I'm fine. Okay. For the time being, at least.
Time being's all we need.
Can't help but think that Pan Am's reasoning is a little suspect here. I mean, she's concerned that Scorpion and Mitch are going to be getting themselves into trouble by going to the aid of the downed AV because they don't know it's corporate. It's a fucking AV. Those things cost tens of millions of euro dollars. Who else but the corporations or the military can afford to run the things? It's unlikely that they're going to be going to the rescue of the Chode family of Hazard County.
Saw it! Behind that hill.
Well, one less thing to worry about.
Pan Am, you okay?
Fucking ricochet.
Think you can manage?
Sure. I'll live. Don't worry.
Hey man, where are you? Hello?
Perfect.
Scorpion?
Keep broadcasting over an open channel, just in case they missed you the first time. God, I swear. Something's not right. Did you hear those shots? V, something happened to them.
Let's check it out.
I see the wreck, but no Scorpion or Mitch. Looks expired. Fuck. V, connect to the drone. We'll scan the area. We have to get our bearings.
Let's roll. You connecting to visual?
Mm-hmm. V, if they got the Alticaldos, if they got Mitch and Scorpion, I don't...
I know. Connected. I'm in control.
Standard corporate policy upon this kind of situation would be to deploy security and shoot at anything that they don't like the look of until the cavalry arrives. Which is why you don't attempt to render assistance, otherwise you get shot.
Combat drones. Defense systems active.
They secured the area. They're waiting for reinforcements. Shit.
If one of their AVs gets shot down, or one of their road convoys gets ambushed, they're just going to assume that the first people that show up are going to be hostile. Unless, of course, they're flying corporate colours. So the safest thing to do is to stay away.
V, this does not look good.
In fact, since this actually takes place in the Badlands outside of city limits, the least likely thing that anybody would be expecting to turn up would be assistance. First, it would be the people who shot you down or ambushed you in the first place, looking to finish the job.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Your clan?
Alticaldos. Yes. They're dead. All of them. V, if they...
Don't worry. We don't know for sure.
The next most likely thing to turn up out here in the Badlands would be scavengers.
Got 5 Kangs on patrol.
Which is probably what the Kang Tao security forces deployed around the crash assumed that the Aldecaldos were. Because if it had been the Rap and Shiv nomad clan, that's exactly what would have happened. The last thing, the absolute last thing that anybody under these circumstances would be expecting to show up would be a bunch of locals with offers of help and assistance. I can't help but feel that the Aldecaldos should have damn well known better than to rush to the scene of an AV crash. I mean, just who exactly were they expecting to be coming to the rescue of? It's a fucking AV. It's not Farmer Brown's pickup truck crashed on the side of the highway. It's a fucking corporate AV. These things cost serious amounts of money. And anything transported in an AV is going to be correspondingly valuable and expensive and well protected. And the itchiness of corporate trigger fingers tends to rise exponentially according to the value of whatever cargo they happen to be carrying. The Aldecaldos should have damn well known better and stayed away. But well, I guess the story has to happen.
They've set up the launcher. They'll tear us to shreds if we get too close.
Can we take it down somehow?
Maybe. But we have to get there first. Mitch! He's alive! They have them! If not for those damned glitches, I could have warned them! This is all my doing! Why in the hell were they following the AV? The fools!
Probably keeping Hellman in the AV.
Mind that launcher. It will blow us to bits if we approach.
Okay, here's the plan. You stay in the car.
No, not so fast. I will go with you. Those are my people.
Pan Am. Hate to break it to you, but you're hurt. Wait in the car. I'll try and take out the launcher.
Fine. But I have Mitch's rifle. And we'll try to cover you from here.
Good idea. Let's move.
Top tip here. All of the defense systems deployed around the AV are automated and robotic. So if you have weapons that primarily do shock or electrical damage, those are for winners in this particular part of the main story. Same goes for people who run Netrunner builds. I'm not saying it's bizarre. Contagion does work. It doesn't work very well. It shouldn't work at all, because how do you poison a robot? But, well, there are other quick hacks that are vastly more effective against robots, things like cyberware malfunction, and in particular, because it's also cheaper, even if you're not a Netrunner, as I was not in this first playthrough of the game, the short circuit quick hack. That really fucks robot shit up. Of course, it's got a very long cooldown, and I don't have enough RAM to keep doing it because this is not a Netrunner build, but providing you're patient, you can just finish them off one at a time. Let's take out the drone. Hopefully, yep. As you can see, I've just gone from level 3 to level 4 quick hacking, and I'm a level 20 character. Definitely not a Netrunner build. Just because you're not a Netrunner, of course, doesn't mean you can't use quick hacks. It just means you're not very good at using quick hacks. But they are still available. And against the right enemies, the right quick hacks are definitely your best bet.
You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect.
There are missile launchers on top of the AV. Don't waste your time trying to take them out from range. You can't even target them. If you get spotted, they will start launching missiles at you. What you have to do is neutralise perimeter security, and then get to the AV and disable them via an interface panel on the side of the downed vehicle. As far as internal logic goes, I have to admit this is not the best designed mission in the game. I mean, I can hack the robots, why can't I hack the missile launchers? You could probably argue the case that, well, the robots have to have network vulnerabilities in order to be able to communicate with each other. the missile launcher, because it's part of the AV, is part of the closed system and isn't vulnerable to external quick hack. Or it's possible that under normal circumstances I might have been able to hack the missile launcher control systems, but those control systems, or at least the communications facilities in their control systems, were knocked out in the EMP attack that brought the AV down. So because of that EMP, they're no longer vulnerable to external manipulation. And yeah, that would make sense. What doesn't make sense, no matter which way I try to rationalise it, however... Oh, hang on a second. Shit, I have been spotted. Missiles incoming. Ow, ow, ow. Stop that. So okay, I can't hack the missile launchers. I can't hack the missile launchers' control systems. Why can't I just shoot them? But they're armoured, and a handgun like this, or even an assault rifle, wouldn't be able to damage them. Alright. I've got Pan Am 200 metres back there with a dirty great big 50 caliber anti-materiel rifle. Why can't she shoot them? Because reasons. But even if all of that were the case and we just accept it, why is it, there they are, can't shoot them? I mean, I can shoot them, but they're not taking any damage. Even accepting that all this is the case, why is it that I can shut them down by accessing a control panel located on the outside of the AV? It just doesn't make any sense. I guess the story just had to happen.
Path's clear.
I'm coming for you.
So, lots of dead Aldecaldos. But they did take Mitch alive. Question is, where is he?
Now!
Get back! Back! Toss your weapons, or I'll shoot! I repeat, drop
Easy.
your weapons, now!
Not too late for everyone to walk in.
Yeah, this isn't a negotiation. You alright, Mitch?
Are you alright?
Just some scratches.
You fucking morons!
Did you get hit? Hang on. I'll patch you
It's
up.
nothing. Let's go.
We couldn't retreat.
Yeah, that's great. Where's Hellman?
Started shooting rockets and shit.
He's not in the
I
AV.
lost everyone.
Everyone? Scorpion, is he here?
Shit.
Mitch? Mitch? He's safe, right?
I'm sorry. I didn't make it in time.
No. No! Are you sure? No,
I do realise this is supposed to be an emotional moment, but I don't know these people. I just met them, and besides that, there's loot here that I need to pick up.
Scorpion, the rest. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner. They were good people. Great people. They didn't have to die here.
I should have stopped him.
I tried. He wouldn't have listened to you either. Never was much of a listener.
Stubborn bastard.
I'm guessing since you were out here for the AV. The question is, why?
I need the guy who's riding this AV. You know anything, see anything.
Took him with him. In our cars.
Where?
West. Small unit. Your passenger's entourage.
Must be looking for a way to call base.
So you're the ones who hit him with that EMP?
Yeah, we tried to warn you, but couldn't connect.
If they took your cars, we might be able to follow their tracks.
Pan Am, listen. I know it's not the best time, but I need Hellman. You promised to help. That still hold?
I always keep my word. Mitch, I will find those sons of bitches. I swear.
Go. I'll call the crew. Get all this cleaned up.
We'll leave my ride here just in case. Just watch the gun, it likes to jam. We'll go by bike.
Sounds good. Kang Tao lost contact with their AV. Probably looking for it. Better hurry. But Pan Am,
What?
you're coming back for her, right?
I promise. Let's get going, before they send a rescue party.
Scorpion and the rest. Look, I know how you feel. I mean it. I'll help you settle your score with Kang Tao.
We will destroy them. All of them.
By the way, after the whole Nash thing, I didn't think...
Listen. I have not forgotten. I will not forget. And I still believed you behaved like a complete asshole.
You know, right?
But Mitch is alive, thanks to you. And I will not forget that either. Ever. Besides, I promised you we would get your helmet. And we will.
Let's ride. Hope they didn't go far.
We'll see. The tire tracks start there. We'll follow them.
Yeah, that's right. The terms of the deal that I had with Pan Am were, I help her get her ride and her goods back. And in return, she helps me find Hellman.
Our guys were here.
See him? Let's follow. Find them.
And once I'd kept up my end of the deal, she immediately tried to renegotiate and add on the condition that I also help her track down and kill the guy who screwed her over. And when I quite reasonably said, excuse me, that wasn't the deal, that now apparently makes me an unreasonable asshole. So anyway, Kang Tao security team bugged out with Hellman the second the AV went down, left behind a couple of robots and drones to secure the perimeter, and evacuated him to the nearest site that they could easily defend, which is this abandoned filling station just on the outskirts of Night City, and they're holed up here waiting for the extraction team to arrive. These Kang Tao boys are holed up with snipers, defense turrets and drones. My skill set on this, my first playthrough of the game, primarily pistols. Pistols tend to work a little better when you're up close and personal. So, I'm going to have to get up close and personal.
Hellman, he has to be here.
It's more than a little ironic that I'm mowing down these Kang Tao goons with a smart pistol. And the reason for that is because when Kang Tao entered the marketplace as a security provider, going up against the likes of established brands like Arasaka and Relic, they needed a unique selling point, something that they did better than any of the market leaders. And what Kang Tao did better than any of the market leaders were smart weapons, like the smart pistol that I'm currently using. It's a Kang Tao product. They do very good smart weapons. Smart pistols, smart submachine guns, smart rifles, smart shotguns, even smart sniper rifles. The one thing they do better than anyone else, and which allows them to compete against industry giants like Arasaka, Militech.
Who sent you? Hey, easy. We gotta talk. Who are you working for? Yorinobu Arasaka. Do you wish to take me back home?
Pathetic rat's got nowhere left to scurry off to. He's out of lifelines. Shut him up already.
Not a fan, I take it.
You haven't found a fan in him either. Motherfucker doesn't know who to be scared of more, you or Arasaka.
Don't take this personally.
Seem to recall you were gonna tell Takamura when you got Hellman.
Yeah, just a sec. I'll call him.
Just remember, you have Hellman, and that's one hell of a card. Try to win something.
Takamura saved my life, remember?
Because it was in his fucking interest to do so. Still just biz. He's no friend of yours.
Takamura, good news. Got Hellman.
Alive? What did he say?
Alive. Not too talkative now. Taking him to the Sunset Motel.
I will come to you. Keep him there until I arrive.
You got it. See ya.
Everything that you've seen here, by the way, the reason Hellman rates this kind of security from Kang Tao is because he's defecting from the Arasaka Corporation. And I mean that when I say defecting. This isn't just leaving a job with one company and walking into a job with another. Valuable corporate employees like Anders Hellman here have extensive security, not just to prevent them from being poached by rival corporations.
Better take him somewhere you can talk in peace.
True.
But also to watch them and ensure that they don't try to defect to a rival corporation themselves. Probably the only reason Hellman was able to even get this far without Arasaka's security shutting him down was because he was helping Yorinobu Arasaka steal the Relic chip from his own company, the chip that Hellman himself developed.
Looks like your new Chimbas are here.
Is that him?
Sure is.
Take him outside. Toss him on the bike.
Stay right there.
cavalry has arrived. Mitch gathered together a few Aldecaldos.
The road was clear. I don't think we were spotted. We would still do better not to hang around too long.
What do you plan to do with him?
Just gotta ask him a few important questions.
I sure hope you get some important answers. Saul.
Everything's done here. All clear.
I heard Mitch is alive thanks to you.
Thanks to V and Pan Am. They both saved my ass.
I just hope he was worth it.
Saul, I tried to raise Scorpion. Maybe I could help out somehow?
I think you've helped enough.
I tried to stop him. Sure. Just turn around now. Let it all be damned. You're good at that, aren't you?
Look, Saul, it really wasn't Pan Am's fault.
Careful. You and me are not buddy-buddy. Besides, nobody's blamed anyone for anything, yet.
Sure. Right.
Pan Am was just helping me. It was my doing. My fault that AV got hit. Without me, Scorpion and his people wouldn't have gone out to grab it. That's the truth.
When you're an Aldecaldo, you are always responsible for yourself and your people. The circumstances change nothing. Perhaps Pan Am should ask herself if she's still an Aldecaldo.
Damn it all.
Glad to see you, Mitch, but why'd you even come?
Saul, he came with our people. We took care of the bodies. I told him what happened. And he told us to up and follow you. He was worried something would happen to you. To Pan Am.
Saul?
Look, maybe you two don't see eye to eye at the moment, but you're family. And Saul will do anything for family.
The thing is, am I even part of the family anymore?
You know you are. Come back to us. I understand.
Sorry you had to witness that. Things just get complicated. Dramatic sometimes. But I will manage. And you look out for yourself, all right?
Saul, Mitch, they really treat you like family. Maybe you should give them a chance.
It is not that simple.
Like any family.
They're coming. You have about a minute to get out of there.
Let's move!
I'm also headed out. Take care of Scorpion's bike. It's yours.
All right, Mr. Hellman. Let's you and me go and have a little chat.
Hey. Where am I? What is this place?
Motel, middle of nowhere.
Any specific middle?
Doesn't matter. You're not leaving here by yourself anyway.
Why are we here?
Want to talk about your little invention. Biochip you made for Arasaka.
Fine. But let's get one thing straight first. Yorinobu Arasaka didn't send you?
No.
This means you must have an offer for me. If your boss will pay more than Kang Tao, I believe we can talk.
Typical. He thinks I'm from a rival corporation.
You misunderstand me. There is no offer.
What do you want?
Got Silverhand's construct in my head. It's literally driving me crazy, and I know it's only gonna get worse. That is, unless I remove it. And that, none of that's on the billboards I saw. Not even in the fine print.
Silverhand. Construct? That's impossible. Where did you get this biochip?
Klept it off Yorinobu Arasaka. Job for a client. But the client left me out to
And
dry.
you decided the best place for it was in your own goddamn head.
Actually, wasn't a bad idea. Construct rebooted me when my own goddamn head took a bullet.
I always knew Yorinobu's plan would fail. I just never imagined it would turn out like this. Arasaka's prized tech really is in the very streets of the city.
You have to remove the biochip from my system.
It's not that simple.
Look, you made the thing, didn't you? So where's the problem?
If you're telling the truth, you slotted in a new experimental version of the biochip.
How's the prototype version different? It's got a different engram, something more aggressive?
The biochip is what's unique, not Silverhand's engram. The previous version of the chip was only used to communicate with pre-saved engrams.
And it was rare as fuck and cost a fortune. Yeah.
This one's rarer. Meant to install and activate the engram in a new body. When I left Arasaka, the project was still in the trial phase.
Huh. Imagine my luck. To be so fucking unique, so fucking exceptional. That mean you'll help me?
Well, well.
I would have to see it first.
Whoa, we just met. Haven't built up that sort of trust yet.
How did you think this was going to go? If you want me to help you, I must examine you.
Fuck. This means I've got to let him jack into my neural interface. I don't like this. I don't have much choice.
Okay.
Unbelievable. It looks like...
Can't believe this suit's the one who's gonna help us.
Oh, fuck.
What? What is it?
What a pity I won't be able to examine it fully.
Yeah, real shame. You could have been his guinea pig too.
Tell me how to get rid of it.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Your neural network has completely deteriorated. It can no longer function independently of the chip. The only thing I could
Woohoo, it's bargaining time.
is to give you information on a good clinic in Sweden. They'll help you through the terminal stages. Minimize the pain.
Wait, you said the project was in the trial phase. You don't actually know how it'll end.
Oh, I do. I just saw the construct devouring your brain. It's programmed to take over its new environment. At all costs. And your little meat brain is helpless against it.
So no matter what, sooner or later the engram wins.
Yes. And from what I've heard about Silverhand, that seems to be exactly his style.
Huh. I see my reputation's grown into Arasaka legend.
What exactly is going on in my head?
You tell me, what's it like to have two personalities? Because it's not like you're hearing voices. You are both yourself and Silverhand, simultaneously.
I can see him and talk to him.
You're not talking, but yes, I understand what you mean. Have you noticed the construct's influence on your decision-making?
Sheesh, give it a rest.
What do you mean?
You will start doing things that were once unthinkable, at least to your old self. And you know exactly who he was. A fanatic. A terrorist. A suicide bomber.
Well, fuck me. Who's trying to mess with your head now?
That is why I believe it would be better for you to consider clinical isolation at this stage.
Know what? That's enough. You just playing for time? Because I can't tell. Are you trying to convince me you're useless? 'Cause I mean, in that case, I can just shoot you in the head and save us both some time.
Ah, finally.
I will try to help you. If you come with me to Kang Tao.
Forget Kang Tao. Got any other ideas?
If you think there's anyone else who can help you, I could give you the blueprints. Complete project documentation. Kang Tao offered quite the sum for it.
You got it with you?
He's got to. Gonk's fucking useless without him.
V. Takamura? What the hell is he doing here?
He's got a few questions of his own for you. You play nice, he might even save your ass. I'm almost done. The blueprints.
Better than nothing. Long as we find someone fluent in technobabble.
He's all yours. I'll give you two some space.
I hope we can come to an understanding.
That is certainly in your best interest. V, I will remember this.
This heat. My throat is positively parched.
We did not give you even a glass of water. Unacceptable. Inhumane. That is not me. You will see the difference.
What the?
I will give you buttons.
Fuck! Sit down, goddammit! At the biochip.
No, it's you asshole. Killing me, little by little, every damn day.
Little by little is not my style. It's the chip. It's Arasaka.
Fuck!
That was your ticker. Sit and rest. Don't need your flatlining while we got a job to do.
Blah, blah, blah. Fuck Arasaka, blah, blah, smash Mikoshi.
You really are turning into me.
Can't say I'm excited, because you're a manipulator, an egotist, and a cynic. Every time you open your mouth, you gotta bury someone.
You know, we get along as the need arises. Maybe it's time you started trusting me more.
Every cell of my being dislikes you. How can I trust you? Do I gotta remind you how this came about?
Let's not get wound up. You're not yourself.
Don't know what's happening to me.
The old V's gonna be a faded memory soon.
Got no idea where I'm going. Be a living legend. That's all I wanted. Feels like I'm barely surviving.
Test of a person's true value? Death. Facing it. Staring it down. You still got a chance to be somebody.
Yeah. Maybe. What was it like when you died?
Was on top of the world. Failure not an option, not a thought. Till it happened. Death feels real now. It's only now I know it.
Now? Had half a century to come to terms.
Mikoshi felt, I don't know, like sleep? Lacked awareness, had no sense of passing time. Didn't mark it. Did what they wanted to me. I just remember cold, a black void, fear. Or was that your death?
Let's move. Get back to work.
Let's do.
So, if Hellman is to be believed, I'm basically fucked. My neural network is busy crashing at an accelerating rate, and the only thing keeping me walking and talking at the moment is the Relic chip, as it overwrites what remains of my personality but that of Johnny Silverhand. At this point, the only slim chance I have left is Hanako Arasaka, Yorinobu's sister. We have to get in touch with her, and somehow Takamura has to convince her that I'm telling the truth when I tell her that her brother Yorinobu was the one responsible for their father's death. I'm not entirely sure what we expect to happen after that, even if she does believe me, because in order to do anything about it, she would have to arrange for her brother to be removed from his current position at the head of the Arasaka Corporation, and that is going to be easier said than done. And even if all of that happens, I'm then going to have to basically throw myself on her mercy and hope that she can do anything about the Relic chip and feels enough of an obligation toward me that she will do anything about the Relic chip. And there's another problem. How do you think Johnny Silverhand is going to react at the news that my only chance for survival and getting rid of him is to throw myself upon the mercy of the Arasaka Corporation? Let's just say things are about to get very interesting. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're all having a good weekend. And as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.